Hey, everybody, welcome back to Firm and Final. Now, this is a little bit different than the podcast series. I'm going to come at you every single week with my quick 5 minutes of what's going on in the stop loss industry today. And as you guys know, it's football season, it's brisk in the mornings, it's fall. That means it's January 1 stop loss renewal season. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on in our industry. And as employers look to renew stop loss coverage, or move to a new carrier, it's really important to understand all of the issues that are impacting stop loss renewals this year. So for today, I'm going to run through my top 5 issues impacting the stop loss renewal season. Let's get right into it. The very first one is to protect your data. We work with very sensitive data in our ecosystem, and within our ecosystem, there was a pretty significant data breach. You can look this up yourself, but as a broker, as an employer, you want to be super careful about with whom you're sharing your very sensitive stop loss data with. I invite you to go do some research on that topic and just be very careful as you're procuring new opportunities. This is very sensitive data that we work with, and employers expect you to protect it at all costs. The other issue impacting stop loss this year is there's a lot of new carriers that have entered into the stop loss marketplace. And that's great. I'm all about competition, and I think that's great for our industry. Now, at the same time, there's been a lot of exit in our space as well. And so, as a broker who's placing stop loss coverage, just understand who your options are, who the carriers are. Know that there's some carriers that are new to the space, and at the same time, there's some carriers that have been around for a very long time. The topic of rate caps and no new lasers comes up every single year. And these are really good protections for employers, but at the same time, it creates a lot of strain for insurers and reinsurers. And we're seeing that the profitability in this product has been squeezed pretty significantly the past few years. You can look that up by looking at the NAIC loss ratios. And the byproduct of that is we think a lot of carriers are going to stop using rate caps and no new laser provisions. But if that's something that you want for your policyholder, expect a lot more clinical underwriting questions, because that's how carriers are going to be able to understand whether they're walking into long-term risk. And if there's a request for a rate cap or no new lasers, that's going to be something that they want to protect themselves from. The next issue is gene therapy. And gene therapy are amazing treatments that are happening in our industry, in the medical space, but they're super high cost claims, anywhere between $2 to $4 million. And while gene therapy has been around for quite some time now, the one you got to keep your eye on is Elevidys, which is a treatment for Duchenne's muscular dystrophy by a company called Sarepta. Now, the issue with this treatment is when Sarepta went through the clinical trials for this treatment, it actually didn't meet the primary endpoints of the clinical trials. And so, because of that, a lot of health plans consider this therapy to be experimental. Now, that said, it is fully FDA approved. So, how could something be fully FDA approved but still be considered experimental? This is going to be a treatment that is kind of a toss up for stop loss carriers, whether they're going to cover it or consider it experimental. It's a really hot topic, one that you should be very familiar about. And finally, my last topic for today is small group self-funding. You've probably heard a lot about small group captives and level funding. These are programs for employers that are traditionally fully insured, but they want to move into the self-funded space. When I used to be a consultant, we used to tell employers that are above 250 employee lives, that's kind of the point where you should consider self-funding. But in today's environment, we see groups go all the way down to 15 to 25 lives, and they join these small group captives or level funded products. These are great products. They're great solutions for small group employers. But what we've seen is that many of these employers are not fully aware of what they're signing up for. So if you have groups that are in this space and they're considering going down market, self-insured, just make sure they understand all that is different about self-insuring. Make sure they understand about reserving. Make sure they understand about stop loss coverage. That would be a really good place to invest the time to educate these small group employers. That's it for today. I'll be back next week.